Well, okay, so let's say you're not at home. So it's the house not going to be clean?
A mess.
A mess. So you have to teach your children that it's not, you're not a policeman. The work has to be done, whether you're there or you're not there. It's responsibility. It's paying. So there's all kind of ways to instill to teach your child how to be responsible. So we mentioned you can give them all kind of prizes. You can make a kind of charts. You can tell them stories about how
Up to what age do you have to be a policeman for the rest of your life?
Stories of people, of kids, how they helped in the house and what all kind of stuff that you will make it go through his head and understand it and analyze it and hopefully do it, right? That's usually the way.
I learned it a different way.
Yeah.
My mommy left it and said, "You're gonna do it," and I did it. So next time, if I knew I didn't put it away, I had to do the whole house.
Whatever
My
works
kids-
for you,
my kids do their
whatever works
closets
for you,
now.
not necessarily will work with somebody else.
That's
That's the
right.
thing,
Я
right?
все вытаскиваю, я кидаю на пол, я говорю, сначала будешь делать. Mommy, no, yes.
If they don't put things away, you mean?
No, like sometimes, once a month I tell them, put your stuff and he just takes it and puts it away. I said it wasn't like this when I did it, but they know how to do it. Just to, finish it up. Всё
Maybe just
вытаскиваю,
putting away the
сначала будешь
pajamas.
делать.
Basic things.
Okay, let's continue. So till now we spoke about the don't do's. Let's speak about what you should do. Compliments. Compliments
That
are
works.
so
That
vital,
really works.
so important. We think that only women need compliments. No,
No, they need
man
it too.
needs also compliments. Once I gave this quote, I think I said, how was it? People like to give compliments, before marriage, how they're sweet to one another, they send text each other, they're so sweet to one another, it's beautiful. But the real investment should be really after marriage. Keep sending compliments, keep sending how you're so sweet, you're so talented, you're so this, you're so that. It really, really helps a lot.
I just have to,
Yes, yeah.
make a point. I feel like there's a reason why before marriage there's one way and then after marriage there's a completely different way. First of all, you have a bazillion other things going on after marriage. Kids, work, bills. Like before I was married, I lived at home. I had absolutely not one thing to do in my life except go to work, come home. I did nothing. Once you get married, not only do you have to take care of a household, you're having babies, you have to do this, you have to do that. And of course, there's no time to be like, oh, thank you so much. No, you're like, come on, let's go, get this thing, put your jacket away. You feel like you have to do everything. So that's why I feel like your mentality and your mindset changes. It's not right. I'm not saying it's right to do it that way, but I feel like that's why it happens.
And also, if I can just say something, if you let's say if they know the personality that you are, that you never really complimented, and then you say a compliment, they'll think what?
It's
what
fake.
do you?
What's going on?
Yeah, it's fake.
How much do you need?
Yeah, they know something's up.
that way.
Because you never did it. That's
No.
why.
That's why you have to.
You have to
I know, but if I
into
do,
it,
they won't
ease
believe.
into
He
it.
won't believe it. He'll be like, "What do you what's going on?"
But you're starting and you're telling him that I heard this.
I
this
wanna
nice
be
thing,
I wanna
and
be
I
a
want
new
to-
me.
Yeah, let me start. How I say it? Make this. How you call it?
Implement
Try.
my
I want to
class.
say on you, and you're going to try it on me. And that's how it works. He sees that you're trying. You're starting at least. And it doesn't sound fake. It doesn't sound fake. Once you really try, to work on something, it doesn't sound fake. So you got this. Oh, your husband gave you a diamond ring. Okay? How do you react? You can say, oh, this is so beautiful, thank you. Or you can say, what is this black dot over here? Sometimes
What if you really don't like it?
you get,
Yeah, what do you do if you don't
Yeah.
like it?
I feel like after marriage, you could be like, I'm sorry, it's beautiful, but it's not exactly what I want. Can we get something else? Why live with something you don't want?
So,
Правильно.
No, like why? Before marriage, oh, thank you so much. It's gorgeous.
why?
Because you don't hurt his feelings.
And
But it's
afterwards?
okay to hurt his
The
feelings
same
later.
Afterwards, there's only one money pot. You know, it's like your money is his money and his money is your money. There's no such thing as mayot vayo. You know, mine is yours.
Yeah, you're
No
gonna
such
get
thing.
it and it's just
And if
gonna
you
lay
both
there.
know exactly how much you spent on it, and you both think, well, you think you could have done so much better for what you paid, why can't you be like, you know, honey, you know, we can return this and get something better over here? Like, why can't you just say that?
You can.
But how would you feel if he said that to you? I'm just
Fine.
I'd be like, you know what? No problem, because you know
Yeah.
better than me. Like, when it comes to
That's
electronics, he would know better than me.
See, that's not, for me and my husband's the opposite. He's always telling me, that's what you got me. I'm like, I really tried to get you something you like, and so I feel so bad. But when he gets me something, I'm always like, oh, I love it. I don't love it. But I say, like, I
You
love
see,
it.
but the,
Because you want the same thing from him.
Yes, but that hurts me when he says it.
You
Yeah.
have your own selfish reasons for it.
Well, no, not because I want him to have, because I'll use it, because I want him to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, in that sense. Whatever. So I understand.
But I'm sorry, but do you use the item afterwards? If
Yeah.
you don't like it?
Yeah.
so you're kind of doing it,
Whatever,
to
if
make
he'll
him
buy
happy.
jewelry, whatever, anything.
but you're not.
Diana, when
But
you
you're trying to
want
make
your
him-
husband's cooperation,
Yeah.
if you're going to tell him, I don't like what you bought me,
You're gonna
Stop
stop.
It's gonna
trying.
stop buying.
True.
there was this woman that, and it's not one example, it's so many examples like that, that he started so fresh,
so many
he started so beautiful, he used to give her flowers every Erev Shabbat, and once she told him, what's the point, he's going to die anyway, and he stopped bringing her flowers, v'chaval, she really liked
I
it.
kind of did that. I said, don't get me flowers anymore before Shabbat because they go all over the floor, it gets all dirty, dusty, it's whatever. I don't want to clean it up after and it just dies. Just rather buy a cake, buy something that like something that
Or
we
keep
can
the
all
money, give me
share.
something big.
Okay, and
He's like, better for me.
and
That's it.
but then he stops. Yeah.
Actually, I did the same thing. For the first year, he got me flowers every week. And I said to him, you know, it's like a waste of money. I
Yeah,
said.
it's like a waste.
So after a year, he's like, okay, you know what? You don't want it? He bought plastic tulips.
And they look real though.
They look real. And they're always at the table, but I miss getting the flowers now. Now I
do?
miss it, yeah. 4 years later, I miss it.
So
You can
sometimes
get
it's
flowers
okay.
that don't make a mess too. You can get like the ones that don't fall apart. Roses.
I don't know. I think it's a waste. I don't know personally.
But you like the attention. You
It
don't.
doesn't.
you-
It doesn't. It doesn't do anything for her anymore. That's why she's like, it's a waste of money.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. It doesn't do anything to her anymore. Every woman needs attention. Every woman
No, the
needs.
flowers don't do
I
it.
don't know. I don't know.
The flowers
The
don't.
fla-
do it.
Yeah, the flowers don't. If he bought like a cake, I'd be like, wow, that's so thoughtful because that saves me a trip or whatever, and I'll be so happy. But the flowers,
Sit and
you
talk
gotta
about this,
verbalize.
Diana. Sit
and I tell
talk.
him,
You can come to a decision. Let's both decide. You know, when you go to shop, let's say for jewelry or something, let's go both. Or,
Yeah, that's
or
what pretty much.
yeah. So this is when
I'm not saying that I'm
you're
never
not-
happy with what he gets me. No, no, no. There's just like one instance, and then from then on, he's like, you know what? Why don't we just do it together? And ever since then, doing it together was better.
Not a
We
problem.
found that it was
Okay,
better
not a
for us.
problem. But giving these compliments are important. Let's say he bought stuff for you for Shabbat. You have to tell him, I really appreciate the fact that you helped me before Shabbat. You made all these purchases and you fixed this, you fixed that. You have to, because otherwise, that's the delik, that's the gas that gives him the energy, right, to continue. So positive reinforcements too. It really made me happy when you. I don't know, made this phone call, when you, whatever it is, don't get this help for granted, because if you don't say anything about this, it's like,
I also feel
I'll tell-
that
yeah.
saying it in front of the children
mhm.
because he sees that the kids see here like, oh, I was, and now he wants to do it even more because now the kids see it.
Let me tell you how compliments are so important. King Solomon, it says in the Midrashim that King Solomon was sitting once in his palace, and he knew languages of animals. Okay, so he sees a dove, a female, and a male talking to each other. So the male dove is trying to get the attention of his female so much. he tries to boast around and tell her, I'm strong. I can do this, I can do that. And he tells her, you see, I could, bless you, I could pack with my beak into this huge palace of King Shlomo, King Solomon, and I could destroy his palace. I can do it, I'm strong. And she's not paying attention. King Solomon calls him, come. And he was so frightened, this male doll. He flies all the way to King Solomon. And King Solomon is like, how do you dare say such a thing to your female? You're going to destroy my palace? He's like, no, of course I won't. I want to impress my female. And that's the only thing that I'm trying to do. God forbid, I won't do anything and I'm not capable of and I can't. He tells him, King Solomon, don't promise her things that you cannot do. It's not a good way of starting, relationship and whatever. He says, fine, he goes back to his female. And she's like, what happened? What did the king want from you? You know, he tells her, the king is so afraid of me that he begged me not to pack and not to destroy his palace. The King Solomon learned from here that if compliments are so important to these animals, definitely it's important for human beings, especially between husband and wife. These are compliments. How do we build relationship? How do we build emotions? Okay, emotions usually we build through actions and through talks, communication. Talks is communication. Actions is all kind of ways that you're going to speak to him. Let's say you want to work together on how to prepare a dinner together. You will be amazed to see which twist he adds to this regular, scrambled egg if this is your supper, or to your meat, or to your fish, or it's amazing how much they can add if you really ask from him to the atmosphere. He can add music, he can add, whatever. And it's a nice thing that you work together, that you share together something. It says in the Torah, we have a very, very interesting mitzvah. It says, once you're going to see the donkey of your enemy stuck with his heavy load on top of his back, you should help him. What's the idea of this mitzvah? The idea of this mitzvah is, once you're going to get up and help your enemy, it's not your friend, it's not your wife, your enemy, to unload the donkey, you will be friendly. You tell him, take this side, and he will tell you, take this side, and let's do it together, and come on, and let's do it. And you're going to start saying all kind of sentences to one another. Oh, I didn't know you were this, and I didn't know you're working here, and whatever. And through this action, you can become friends. That's the whole idea of this important mitzvah that we have in Parashat Shmot, in Sefer Shmot. So, through actions, you can do. Sometimes you think that he's too cold-tempered, like he's kind of apathetic, he doesn't care, he doesn't help you in the house, and you're frustrated, you're upset. And many times men, from all kind of reasons, are kind of covered with scales. And your job is to slowly melt them, but through warmth. Like the sun gives warmth, not through wind, strong winds, hurricanes. I'll teach you, I'll tell you, I'll be on top of you. This won't help. This will make the husband more aggressive, more violent sometimes. He won't cooperate with you. When a man feels that his wife tries to control him, to boast him around, he gets more into himself. See, is he more sensitive to other people, or just that to you he's not caring? If he's more sensitive to other people, he can open himself to other people, it means that he cannot express himself well at home. Maybe you don't let him talk. Maybe you don't let him, everything he says, you're jumping on him, and you don't let him finish a sentence. And Or sometimes you tell him, I know better than you. You don't teach me. I know better, or stuff like that. And you don't know anything in designing the house. Leave me alone. I know how to handle things. Or with education, I learned more than you. Or sentences like that make him feel, oh, you telling me this? I'll show you. And he tells you, so you won't get this, and you won't go there, and I won't let you do this, and you won't. So, and it says, there was this guy, David, used to buy his wife every time one rose, every Shabbat. That's all. She liked it very much. He used to bring her. One day, she used to work in a certain non-profit organization to volunteer a lot. One time, as she comes home before Shabbat, a big delivery came, a huge bouquet of flowers that she got. And he felt kind of stupid bringing her this one flower just after she got this huge bouquet. He didn't know what to do. All of a sudden, he sees that she sees him. And she's like, hi, how are you? And he's like, I have this flower. And she's like, oh, it's such a beautiful flower. An expression like she had every week. She made him feel, this is the attitude, that this is more important for her than this huge bouquet that she got from this organization, right? So this is attitude. This is to make him important. This is to compliment him. This is to... כתוב, איזו אישה כשרה? Who is the most kosher woman? האישה העושה רצון בעלה. It says in Tana de Belial, the one that makes all whatever her husbands ask her to do. There are some women that are...
Those exist. Those exist.
There are these women that love so much to clean the house. Clean freak, you know. They would do anything to make the house look clean, look neat. And oy vavoy, if the husband comes and bothers, or he steps on the floor, on the carpet, on this, on that, sometimes her career is the most important thing to her, and she will do anything for that. And sometimes it's cousins, sisters, dresses, parents, and she does all this and doesn't pay attention to his need. And by the way, tries to control him. You don't sit here, you don't sit there, you get up here, you get up there, you don't go here, you don't go there. And this is when they say this kind of women that keep bothering her husband, rebukes them all the time, complain all the time, and stuff like that. This is when woman has to really work on herself. What is the will of the husband? Maybe he wants a quiet night with you once a week. Maybe that's what he wants. Maybe he wants you here and there to cook him something that he likes. Maybe he wants from you, try to see what does he like, how do you make him, how you make him, what can you, ask him a question. What do you want us, how do you want us to improve our relationship, our marriage, how to make our love greater, better. You know? And it says in Sefer Bereshit, Al ken ya'azov ish aviv ve'imo, therefore, man should leave his parents, ודבק באשתו. מה זה ודבק באשתו? Cleave. What does it mean to cleave? What does it mean to cleave to his wife?
Become one.
Huh? Yeah. How do you make this? It's totally strangers. Huh? Attached to him. So we know that the holiest place in Judaism is usually the Holy Temple, right? First, we used to have the Mishkan. It says that in the first day of the dedication of the Mishkan, Hashem had His presence in between the Jewish nation, in the Holy of Holiest. And at that day, when it happened, says the Ramban in his introduction to Sefer Shemot, this is when they came back to the level of their ancestors to the tents of Abraham ושרה, רבקה, יצחק ורבקה, יעקב, רחל ולאה. Meaning, the tents, our fathers, our mothers, Abraham and Sarah, and all the others, they had so much holiness in their relationship. They had so much kedusha, holiness, that once the dedication of the dedication of the Mishkan, this is when they came back to this kind of level. How was the life of Abraham and Sarah? Difficult life. They didn't have a rose of garden and just sit and enjoy. They went through tough life together. Most of their relationship, they didn't have children. Most of their relationships, close to 100 years, they didn't have children. Test after test, going from one land to another land, hunger, wars. This king is taking her from her husband, this king, Paro, and then Avimelech, and this one, and their son, and so much problems that they went through, and still, Sarah was going after Abraham to every place that he would go. She didn't argue with him. She didn't fight with him. We know that she did it happily. It's not that she had to because she had to. We know that during all their travelings, Abraham used to convert male, Sarah used to convert female. It means she was part of him. She did whatever he was doing happily. Otherwise, you cannot convert people, right? Once they see that you're happy, once they see that the truth is by you, this is when people convert to Judaism. So we see that Abraham and Sarah, Yitzchak and Rivka, and Yaakov, Rachel and Leah had a lot of love in there, in between them. And they didn't think about themselves, they think about how to make him happy. What can I make you? How can I make you feel good? How can I make you feel better? How can I make you happier? You ask your husband such a question, can you? You will see, he'll give you the next day, I don't know, a big present. Yes.
Okay, so I asked my husband that once.
Okay.
The answer wasn't great. He prefers, like, because he grows up in a family where his mom does everything and the father does whatever he wants. If she likes it or not, she's going to smile and be okay with it. Now, I cannot do that. His mom, she cooks, she cleans, she does everything, and then she reads to him all day. That's not me. Like, I'll cook, I'll clean, but I want to do stuff, or I want to just sometimes be alone, or I want to relax. I can't just do, like, revolve everything around you and forget about myself. That's not me.
Good girl.
And, like, I want to make him happy, but I can't just give up on myself and just make him happy only. I know he grew up like that, but then how do I show him that it's not because I don't want to make him happy, it's just that that's not me. I didn't, do you understand what I'm saying?
Is that what he really expects you to do, though?
Yes.
So we spoke about give some space to one another.
Okay.
And he needs to respect that the fact that you need some space, and the fact that he needs some space also, you're supposed to respect that also. But to do it in a way that it's not because I need that and I decided that and I want that, but it's going to help the relationship, it's going to make it even better. You know, once people have some kind of, in a way, they compare a couple to two logs that are in the fire. You put them together, okay? But you don't connect them. You have some difference between them because you want the house to have some air also. So couples, they need, and that's the reason that he goes to work and you do your other things. They need some space from one another. They cannot be together all the time, right? So do it in a way that he won't feel, I need some quiet time from you. But, I'll do it so that I can come closer to you. Better way. And this is the indication to love. The indication to the cleavness, what does it mean to cleave when we said is, do you want to be away from him or you want to come closer to him? This is being one. Being one means I want to be with you. I want to be closer to you. I don't want us to be separated so much, to be so much far, to be different in a separate state of minds. And this is Rav Shlomo Zalman Auerbach was a very, very special man. Passed away exactly 20 years ago. And he was such a special man. They said that when his wife died, he went on her grave. He said, there's nothing to ask forgiveness because I know that we were always fine with one another. So when he used to come into the house, he used to fix up his tie, he used to fix up his head, and people asking him, why do you do that? He says, what do you mean? I'm going to my house now. Okay, when I reunite with my wife, is the Shekhinah is there. Well, I won't fix myself before Hashem, before the Shekhinah. See, when a husband and wife, they live in harmony, the Shekhinah is with them, Hashem is with them. So there was this Bella. She got married to a very, very simple man. Really, really nothing special. And in the beginning, she struggled a lot. He used to wake up late in the mornings, hang up with friends till late at night, drink here and there, spend weekends with them, doesn't help a lot with kids, didn't want to take responsibility, and it really bothered her a lot, and it's very understandable, right? Then she went to her Ravitson and she asked her, what should I do with him? She told him, practice 10 kinds of giving every day. That's it. And she started. Once it would be praising him, and then once it would be complimenting him, and once it would be special food that he likes, special music that he likes, special that. Every day she gives him 10. She started to feel happy with herself. She started to feel that he opens up. All of a sudden, because he felt so welcome at home, he doesn't want to hang up with his friends till so late at night. He takes responsibility. He does take the kids to the bus stop. He does do whatever needed before you're coming home, whether it's fixing or washing these 2-3 cups in the sink, or, I don't know, cleaning the front from snow, or, I don't know. He did take responsibility. She saw how he's changing slowly but surely, how he makes this change. But this was with dignity. It wasn't through rebuking him, you're nothing, you don't know, but through giving him the respect, you're important, you're everything for me. They say, name of Hashem is Shalom. Okay? And Shalom is a whole, it's also Shalem, it's a whole thing. And we say, Rabbi Akiva Masechet Sotah says, Ish v'isha shezachu, if man and woman has the merit, what is this merit? Izdakechu, really worked on themselves, Shechina b'neim. Hashem puts His presence in between them. And it says also, b'makom hashchina, okay, sham habracha metzuya. This is where the blessings is. So we say that the name of Hashem is Shalom, and you're trying so much, and you're really giving in to Him just for the sake of peace, just for the sake of you're trying, you're working on yourself, but not only Shalom that you're trying to reach, not only peace, you also try to work on love, on the relationship, to make it better, to make it nicer, to make it worthwhile. And this is what it means, Shalom Bayit. Shalom Bayit means that the name of Hashem is inside your house, okay, and this is your question. Do I want to cleave to Him? Do I want to get close to Him? Do I want to be one with Him? This is our purpose. Hashem would give us the strength and the power to do that. Thank you so much. God bless you.
What about the quotes?
The quotes. Okay. Now I prepared you some quotes over here.
Turn it off. What do I press?
Okay.
Turn it off.